Hello students, hope you have seen the previous video which is based on planning and features of planning. Now let us continue with the particular chapter, that is planning, and we will talk about today, that is the importance of planning on the basis of an organization. Now when we talk about the planning, we have already discussed that we are talking about deciding in advance what to do. So in this scenario, we are going to talk about the planning, the importance of planning. It helps me to decide about the direction. That is, what is to be done by me and how I am going to do and what course of action, what I am going to do to achieve that particular objective which is being decided by me. So what does it do? It does help me to decide the course of action for the objective which I have already planned out. So what does the planning does? It helps me to provide me the direction, what I want to achieve, and the proper course of action through which I am able to achieve that particular objective efficiently and effectively. Then the second importance of planning is it reduces risk of uncertainties. When we talk about the uncertainties, that is when we are making a plan, whether the thing which I have set up is achievable or not, that can be removed with the help of planning. For example, I said I will be able to provide 100 crores of profit. The organization which is a smaller company said I'm going to achieve 100 crores of profit this year. So if I'm able to achieve 100 crores of profit for this year, is I am able to achieve it or not? Is it achievable or not? And when I'm making a plan up, I will find out a lot of loopholes in that particular organization which I have to remove. Then only I can achieve it. So what does it does? It has reduced that particular risk of uncertainties, because I'm talking about the futuristic things and whether those futuristic things are being achievable, I'm deciding in advance. For example, if I'm starting a company in the month of February 2020, and by the help of the environment, if I would have been able to know that okay, in the month of March I'm going to have a lockdown, due to which the company is going to affect. So what I would have done, I would have stopped that production at that period of time, and I would have done when the things would have been the normal course of action. So what does the planning has done? Planning has reduced the risk of that uncertainty. What loss I would have been suffering during the lockdown period due to that production, I would have reduced that particular risk of uncertainty which is going to be affected to my organization in the future. Then the third importance is planning helps to reduce overlapping and wasteful action. Now, as we know that planning is being required in every department, whether we talk about the production department, whether we talk about the sales department, finance department, in every department, the planning is being required. First, before that, the proper plan is being done by the top level, and that plan is being carried out by different departments. But when they're being carried out by different departments, they have to coordinate those particular plans with all the departments so that there should not be any overlapping of the work and wasteful action can be done. So when I will plan it out these things, I'll keep a plan where I will able to find out that this particular things are being coordinated and efforts of every division are being utilized for the achieving the objective of an organization. So what does the planning has done? It has reduces the overlapping and wasteful action which are not being required by an organization. So useless and redundant activities which are not being, okay, while planning I'll came up to a course of action that these particular activities uses a lot of money of an organization and is just being a part of useless. So I will remove that particular course of action which are not being required and wasting my time and money. So I will remove that particular course of action which is not being required from the businesses. So those necessary activities which are not being required can be removed or can be minimized. So that's the planning helps me to do. That it reduces the overlapping and wasteful action. Next, planning promotes innovative ideas. Innovative ideas, why? When I'm working with a team, I keep my plans. Along with that, I ask the teams also to give up their plans. So that from that only a better plans came out. For example, yesterday only our HRD minister has came out with an idea where they asked the young students to get the medical plans, what they are having it, how to achieve, how to overcome this corona diseases, and what different plans are being there. This particular idea which has came out from the RHRD minister, it has already started in the month of March in the different countries. From where we are able to get out, the students have given the ideas how to find out the person who is suffering from cough through the help of artificial intelligence, or if someone is having a heart disease, how I'm able to find out that this particular person is suffering from a heart disease. So different innovative ideas came from the people. In the same way, when we are working in an organization, we used to take the ideas not from the top level but from the lower level also, because at the end of the day they are being the part in the field. So their ideas will always be beneficial for the organization. So their innovative ideas are being taken. So a lot of innovative ideas come from the different places which are being utilized while we working on as a team. So planning help us to promote innovative ideas which is being brought from the team, from the people of my organization. Then planning facilitates decision making. We already discussed about this point, that planning facilitates decision making. It helps us to decide what is to be done, because we have already decided in advance the course of action and how I'm going to achieve that course of action. I used to perform according to the particular plans. So what does the planning do? Planning helps us to achieve the organization and help me to decide what is to be done during that period of time. Because in advance only, I have already worked out what is to be required while working on that particular project or while working for achieving that particular objective. So planning helps in decision making. Then planning establishes standards of controlling. How does establishes controlling standards of controlling? Because of the coordination among the organization while we have planned it up. While we have planned it, how the things are being distributed by the different departments. So because of the proper course of action, that how the things are being divided among the different departments, different divisions and individuals, it establishes a better standard of controlling and coordinating among the organization, due to which the things are being achievable in a better way. So these are the importance of planning. Now coming to the limitations of planning. When we talk about the limitation of planning, the planning which is where we have decided what is to be done. So it leads to rigidity, because for example, if a company is working on a particular plan which is being decided by the company that we want to increase the sales by 10%. Now at that period of time only, the finance department came with a plan that how they can reduce the 5% cost. So what does the company will do? That company will ignore that particular part, that how to reduce the 5% cost, because they have planned how to increase the sales by 10%. So planning leads to rigidity, that what is being decided by the company, they will be fixed on it and they will perform, and they will ignore what is the different measures which are being there around them, through which they can increase their cost, or that whatever the benefit, what are the different things which can be beneficial for the company, they ignore those particular things, because they have already planned that how to set up an objective and what are the objective and how they are going to achieve that particular objective and a course of action for achieving that objective. They just unforeseen those particular things which can be beneficial for the organization. So that's why planning leads to rigidity. Then planning may not work in dynamic environment. Now when we know about it, that we are being there in the dynamic environment, where things changes rapidly. So if I would have planned something, we always say that planning is futuristic, and if we have planned something in advance, how the things environment never remains the same. We can see that in an example of Nokia company, that they are not able to adopt that particular changes which were there in the environment, due to which the Nokia was being fall. There was a disaster fall in the share prices of the Nokia company, and Nokia company was to be closed down. So we can see that what we have planned up in advance, the planning organization now wants to change those particular things which they have already decided. So planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Another example we can say that is, for example, in a cricket match, a team A has decided that they are going to be they had a plan against a particular batsman. So they fixed on that particular batsman how to get him out. So if every time they bowl according to that particular procedure, that how to get him out. But if that particular plan which they have decided doesn't work, do they have a plan B? Or do they have a plan C? No. So what we have, because they are fixed in that particular plan only, they are not able to get him out and he will be able to score as many runs he wants it. So planning doesn't work in a dynamic environment. Clear? Then it reduces creativity. I only told you the example over here that anything which is being brought up, that I said finance department come with an idea that how he can reduce the 5% cost in the production. That particular idea doesn't be taken because they have already planned how to increase the 10% sales. So that particular idea which came out from the finance department, they are not being adopted, which the creativity of that particular finance department has been reduces. So it reduces the creativity. Yes, it takes the creativity while the planning, but after that they are being fixed on that particular plan, due to which the other creativity which can be utilized, which can be beneficial for the organization, they just unforeseen those particular creativity. Then planning involves a huge cost. Now when we say about planning, for example, a company has an accounting year from the month of April to March. So the planning doesn't start from the month of April. They start planning from the 6 months back, from the September, and they take the different aspects of the environment. They talk about they survey from different peoples. Lot of paperwork is being required, due to which in planning a lot of cost is being involved, and they create a different department for planning. So it involves a huge cost for planning it out. That's why they become fixed on that particular plan, because a lot of cost is being involved in it, which might be not beneficial because it doesn't guarantee success. Now then next is, it's a time consuming process. For example, I said it takes around 6 months or 7 months for a company to plan about the particular structure, what they are wanted, about their objective in advance. So it takes a lot of time of a particular organization. If for example an employee is working for 8 and 9 hours, so he might be giving 4 to 5 hours in that particular plan. So what are the things? It is taking a lot of time of that particular employee, which can be utilized in different department. So it becomes a time-consuming process. Then, after that, it does not guarantee success also. Planning doesn't guarantee success. If I have planned something and I want to achieve that particular objective and I'm working on that particular course of action, what is going to happen next, I don't know about, because planning only deciding in future. And no one knows what is going to be there in the future. Only what we have just planned it out. So the planning doesn't guarantee success, that what I have planned up, I'm going to achieve. So planning, so there is a lot of limitations of planning. But yes, the planning is being required, because until we do not have a plan, we cannot achieve. Now what are the external limitations? External limitation means about the external factors. Now there are a lot of unforeseen events. For example, this particular lockdown, what we are having, that's an unforeseen event. No one knows about it, that is going to be happen, that is going to become. So it would have been known by the people, they would have prepared for themselves. But they were not knowing about it. That's why they were not prepared for it. And whatever they have planned, it has been all been managed up. So planning, that unforeseen events always affects planning. Then political outlook. Political outlook, for example, if I said I want to increase my sales, so I am deciding that I am going to import the goods, export the goods in country A, so that I am able to increase my export. So I planned it out, I started functioning on it, I started increasing the production so that I am able to export the goods in country A. Now a new political party came in country A and decided that these particular goods, these are the goods which are not going to be taken from the other country. What happened? And one of the goods which I am producing, that is also being closed down by that particular country, that they are not going to take that import from that particular country. So what happens? Whatever I have decided, whatever I have planned, that political outlook has changed that particular scenario. For example, like China, what China has suffered right now. China has decided from TikTok we are going to earn around 100 crore rupees. They plan it out like this. Now what has the India government has done? They change the scenario, they close down that particular application only. That is not going to function in India. Now what they have targeted that they are going to achieve 100 crore rupees, due to the political outlook, they are not able to achieve. So who is going to suffer? That particular company. So whatever is their planning, whatever is their thought, it has all been waste, because planning doesn't guarantee success, but it is being required. Environmental, when we talk about the environmental changes, we all know, we have already studied in the previous chapter that there are two factors, that is specific factors and the general factors. And when these environmental cues to be changed, it has a different departments, it has different scenarios. So environmental changes also affects my planning. So planning says that is planning is means that is deciding in advance, and we only can see about our future, that is what I am going to achieve. What is going to happen within that particular scenario, we have to adopt our policies, we have to make the policies, and we have to keep ourselves a little bit we have to keep ourselves a little bit flexible in those particular planning, so that we are able to achieve what I want to achieve. So planning requires flexibilities, it should have rigidities. Clear?